don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this. She was not ready for me. Okay, so welcome back. I was not thinking I was gonna have to make another one. I always think that, and then someone tries to lie, and I gotta come for it. Okay, so this is my favorite Monet Hun. Again, she's my favorite Monet Hun because she's not that popular. She doesn't have a huge following. I actually only think that her team is like 6 or 7 people. So I am like 99.9% certain, the same percentage of people that fail at MLM, certain that she's actually not making a ton of money, but is so brainwashed into believing that it's all worth it and what she's doing is right. So I made a response video on my story last night to her reel. And her reel, let me actually show it to you because this is where this all roots from, okay? Okay,
check me out. Check me out.
Here's the reel.
Boom.
Check me out.
Bam. Bam. Bop. Bada bop. Boom. Bam. Bop. Pow. Pow.
Okay, so I made a response video in my story about how the pyramid of corporate America is not a pyramid scheme, going on to talk about how in corporate America, recruiting people to join does not affect my paycheck. In my teaching world where I currently work, we have a CEO, and then we have HR, and HR is responsible for recruiting people, and then below them we have principals and teachers and paraprofessionals. But you know what happens when HR recruits other teachers? Nothing happens to us. So pyramid scheme, it's not about the shape per se, it's about the scheme, right? And people who defend their MLM don't understand this. So she made a story today, and I don't know, is this to me? Did I reach you? Did I get under your skin? Because your reel doesn't have a lot of views, and it doesn't have a lot of comments. So am I being conceited? Did I get under your skin? Am I making you feel defensive? Because you know what else? People in corporate America, because she talks about this, and you'll see that she says she's in corporate America. You know what we also don't have to do in every other job that's not an MLM? We don't have to defend our job. We don't ever have to explain why we're not illegal. So let's go ahead and just dive right into her video because it is, oh man, it's so good. Here we go.
Well, let's talk about the reel that I made last night.
Let's.
If you didn't see it, go back and watch it.
I showed you.
If you are somebody that uses the term pyramid scheme.
Me.
This is for you.
She's talking to me. She's talking to me.
Pyramid scheme.
Right? Exactly. Directly to me.
Is illegal.
I know.
Okay?
Okay.
So
glad
MLM
you know
companies, direct selling companies have been around for years. Okay? Mary Kay, Avon, those types of companies, right?
Tons, yeah.
Every direct selling company, every MLM, multi-level marketing company has to be FTC compliant.
Okay, so let's talk about this. Yes, every MLM company does have to be FTC compliant. When pyramid schemes became illegal, the law was enacted that in order for a company to function in the way that MLMs function, there had to be a product. You couldn't just take people's money with nothing in return, with no physical, tangible product. So MLMs, multi-level marketing companies, said, all right, we'll find a product. We'll make a product. But the FTC has also published studies that says 99.9% or 99.7% of people who join an MLM are going to fail. And the reason that MLMs are legal is because the government, big money, like the government is deep in the pockets of MLM. Or MLM, let's flip that. MLM is deep in the pockets of government. They have actual representatives that they are funding that help them make sure that they are legal. Okay, so let's be clear about what you are saying you're compliant for. Just because something is legal doesn't mean that it's ethical. Okay? Let's move on.
Have to comply with the FTC.
Yeah.
There are rules and regulations in place to prevent that being a pyramid scheme. I mean,
Okay, so let's talk about the things that are in place to prevent it being a pyramid scheme. Because, interestingly enough, this woman sells for Monat, and Monat launched in Australia this past month, in October. Okay, and when I say launched in Australia, as a customer, like if I'm just a regular Australian and I want to buy a shampoo for, I don't know, $1 million because Monat is so stupid expensive, I can't. The only way I can get the product is if I too much pop, if I sign on to be a market partner. So in this month, Monat is posting publicly and bragging about how there are market partners who are ranking up and becoming top of the earning income, but they have not been able to sell any product to one single customer. How is this legal? Well, because when you join Monat, you are spending hundreds of dollars to buy a product pack. And therefore, you have sold product to your downline because your downline is the customer. You are the customer. But you're not selling to just normal people. You have to join to get that product. So that is how, those are the loopholes. Monat is publicly admitting that they are a pyramid scheme in Australia right now. And you have the audacity to talk about how you're not a pyramid scheme, how it's illegal. My dear friend, pyramid schemes are not illegal because of the structure, because of the shape. It's not about the fact it's a pyramid. You know what else is a pyramid? So my grandma, she's 90 years old. She's still alive. So she's like at the top of our family. And then she's got her sons. She's got my dad and my uncles. And then they have their families below them. And oh my God, is my family a pyramid scheme? No, it's not about the shape. It could be a hexagon for all we care. But the pyramid scheme is about how you recruiting someone benefits you, how you need someone to make money. Because let me tell you something, my dear friend. If all 6 of the people that are on your team, if I counted correctly, stopped selling, stopped recruiting, just completely quit Monat, you would not be getting any bonus checks. And so you would not be earning any money beyond your actual sales, which I have to wonder what those are. Let's continue.
Schemes are a thing, but they are illegal, and they would be something that wouldn't comply with FTC regulations. So if you're a direct selling company, you have to comply with FTC. You have to have, there's rules and guidelines that you have to follow to be in business. So now that you're educated, stop using the word pyramid scheme, okay? It's 2021.
Ah! Isn't she cute? Listen, oh my God, sweetheart, you are so brainwashed. Now that I'm educated, we on the anti-MLM movement side are bonkers educated. The amount of knowledge I have learned since I started this entire rabbit hole of education is insane. You just spewed a whole lot of nothing. Okay, so this defensive, now that you're educated, stop using the term pyramid scheme. Are you offended? Because listen, we know for absolute sure that you need to recruit to make more money. It's not, and you're going to tell people you don't have to recruit. Let's see where that happens. Is it coming up?
Social selling, online selling is a huge thing nowadays. Huge.
It's disgusting.
And what's cool about it is that instead of going to Target, instead of going to Walmart and paying and supporting a big corporation for certain things, you're supporting a stay-at-home mom.
Hold on. Let me, I'm curious about something. let me get into Google here for just a minute. Monat CEO. Oh, Roz, is it Roz Simmons? So Monat has a CEO. Interesting. So when I buy from Monat, none of my money is going to your CEO? Interesting. Because here's the thing. It doesn't matter if I go and buy from Walmart and that money is going to the CEO. If I buy from Monat, I'm spending an exorbitant amount of money to perpetuate this idea to whoever I buy from, that this dream, this lifestyle you are selling is going to work out when, again, the statistics say that 99.7% of you will fail. Doesn't say how long it's going to take you to fail, but you're going to fail.
Supporting somebody who wants to be an entrepreneur. You're
not an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur means that you have an original idea. You started a brand new business, a brand new company with an original product or thought, and then you are the CEO. You're not an entrepreneur. When I was a perfectly posh consultant, I was not an entrepreneur. When I sold Tupperware, I was not an entrepreneur because you have Roz Simmons as your CEO. My darlings, you are not entrepreneurs. I don't know how to tell this to you anymore.
Somebody's dream. You're supporting.
No one's dream is to con their friends into joining a company that requires them to sell $200 a month. And you're going to say, oh, you don't have to, you can buy the product pack and never sell again. But then you literally will not make money. That is a lie that you tell to get people to join, thinking, oh, I can do this and I'll never have to sell. And then you love bomb them and you're them awesome and like, but just try it. Just do it this one time. Do this one thing this one time. And you'll see how easy it is. And then you'll make them feel guilty for not working it hard enough and you have to work 24/7 in the little pockets of time. The manipulation is unbelievable. And it's frustrating when people, don't see it because I didn't see it. Let's continue.
Family instead of supporting a large corporation. The only difference between going to a store and getting it is that.
No, I mean, again, it's no different. If I buy from a multi-level marketing company, I am spending money into billion-dollar companies. Walmart's $1 billion company, Target's $1 billion company, Amazon is $1 billion company, and so is Monat, and so is Perfectly Posh, and so is Amway, and so is Tupperware, and so is Herbalife and Beachbody. You work for $1 billion company. You're not a small business owner. You're not.
You're supporting a family member, a friend, somebody you connected with online. It's cutting out that and just buying directly from.
Cutting out what? Were you going to try and say the middleman? Because actually, if I want to go to Target, I can just get online real quick and order, and then it gets delivered to my door within an hour if I choose that option. So no, actually, it is creating the middleman. Multi-level marketing has created the middleman or recreated the middleman. They have said, hey, let's get the middleman back in here and let's make everybody believe that it's going to be lucrative for them.
Person. Okay, so let's. And as far as like the structure of how it's set up, like I explained in my reel, everything is structured that way. I work in corporate America.
This is the dumbest thing ever.
If there's anything that's a pyramid scheme, it's corporate America. Okay? People have.
But pyramid schemes are illegal. You just said pyramid schemes are illegal, but then you're saying that if anything's a pyramid scheme, it's corporate America, where you work. So which is it? Are pyramid schemes illegal or is everything a pyramid scheme? Pick your argument and stick to it, okay? Again, let me just break this down for you one more time. In my job, even if I was in corporate, let's say I worked at Walmart. Let's say that I was a district manager at Walmart, okay? I'm not responsible for recruiting more employees. There's an HR person that's going to do that. I might have to interview, but that's part of my job, to interview new employees, hire them. And if that person decides they don't want to work there anymore or they quit, it doesn't affect my paycheck at all. I don't get any extra bonuses because they got hired. And if they quit, I don't have to then like hurry up and rush and find someone else to join Walmart and have them sell X amount of dollars so that I get a paycheck. It doesn't work that way. It's not about the shape of a pyramid scheme. It's about the way that the pyramid scheme functions. It's about the functionality.
Top are making way more than the people below. That's how it's structured. That's how a lot of things are structured.
Again, yeah, of course the CEO is going to make way more. You know who also makes way more than you? Roz Simmons. Roz Simmons makes way more than you. Because you... Moving on.
A lot of people think in MLMs that you have to be at the top to make money, and that is not true.
That is 100% true, because statistics and years of seeing how this turns out, it's the 1%. When you recruit more people, that money funnels up. So if you recruit me and I buy a let's say I buy the $700 bonus pack, you're getting a cut. You're getting a bonus from that. So I spend money, you get money, whether it comes from me or the company. I spend money, you get money from something. And then if I hit a certain sales goal, you get a bonus because of that. I don't get any extra money, you do. But I'm like, oh wow, you got extra money, so I better go recruit people below me so when they sell, I get extra money. That's the scheme. And so the top 1%, those are the ones because they have managed to get thousands of people below them. And so when those people are hitting their sales marks, they're getting bonuses.
I mean, I can only speak for my company and my experience, of course, but you don't have to recruit. Like a lot of people think MLMs, all they want to do is recruit.
They do.
But the thing of it is that you can make money just having customers.
You can't.
don't have to
just
can't. Recruit people into a business.
Now, so let's take a minute and let's look at Monat's compensation plan, okay? Let's take a minute and pull this up. This is from February 2019, the first one that comes up, okay? So, as a market partner, in order to make anything, you have to sell $200 in PV. So you earn 30% on sales from retail customers and 15% on sales from VIP customers. So let's say you only sell $200, and let's say that even that, it's just at 30%. You've made $60. You've made $60 that month. Well, that's not something to live off of. Let's even say that you sold $2,000 in personal volume times 30%. That's only $600. $600, and I'm just going with retail customers. Like if you get this 15% on VIP customers, it's not going to work out the way you think it's going to. $600. Let's say you get $5,000 in sales at 30%. Whoops, I did that wrong. Oh, no, I didn't. You only made $1,500 for the month. Do you want to tell me how you can only make money? Now, if you're going to say like, oh yeah, that can be like a passive income. No one is going to be actively trying to just sell any of this stuff to make that kind of money. $1,500, to get $1,500 every month from a multi-level marketing company, you have to work 24/7, 100%. And if you put another reel up to try to combat what I say, you're lying. You are absolutely lying. So then as you move up the ranks, this is where you see. Then you have to sell 300 and you have to have 2 active lines, and across them they have to sell 1,200. And then it just gets more and more and more and more confusing. So when we look at Monat's income disclosure statement, here's where everything you say is completely debunked, okay? A market partner. In 2020, 92.26% of all active and inactive market partners. And then they're gonna say, well, if we didn't count the inactive market partners, the numbers wouldn't be like this. Let me tell you something. According to the FTC, and this is one of those shady loopholes that should be there and isn't, MLMs do not have to publish an income disclosure statement. They're not required to. So their income disclosure statement can look however they want and can be structured however they want. So if they can do whatever they want with it, why would they include the inactive market partners in these numbers? Is it because if they remove them, the numbers are actually worse? You tell me. So 92.26% of all the people of the entire company of consultants were active and inactive. The highest annual gross earnings was $12,913, and the low was zero. Now you could say, okay, the zero were the inactive ones, fine. But your average annual earnings was $161 for the year. Then managing market partners is only 3.78% of people, and your average for the year was just under $2,000. Then your associate market builder is 1.59% of the entire company. The highest annual gross was $26,000. That's still not even, and that's without taking out taxes and your own sunk costs. So this is not a livable salary either. And this is definitely not. Then market builder, 0.5%. Guys, 0.5% made what would be considered a fair salary. But again, this is before taxes, before all of your out-of-pocket costs that you have to spend. And your average annual earnings for 0.5% were $6,476. So when you get on your reels and you try to tell people, oh, you don't have to recruit, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is lose money. You are brainwashed into this scam. And whether you realize that you're lying or not, you are lying.
That's not true. That's not true. You can have just customers and still make money.
No, you can, and I just proved that.
So case maybe.
Yeah.
Please reach out to me and let's chat more.
So let me say, please reach out to me and let's chat more, because I want to help people not make the decision to become part of this 92.26% who are going to earn $0 or even $161, because honestly, if you only earn $161 but you spent $199 on your product pack, you've lost money. So it doesn't matter. So please reach out to me. I will gladly talk you through everything I have learned. In fact, I have somebody in my inbox right now who is a consultant for Usborne Books, and they want to talk to me about what they've been feeling and kind of dig more into it. I am happy to discuss these things with you and try to help you, because she wants you to join Monat under her team, because when you join with her, she makes more money. And then she can continue to say that she's living this lifestyle when it's all just a lie. If she works in corporate America, she's probably making a really good paycheck to be able to live in this nice house and do these things that have nothing to do with Monat. So, thank you for joining. I hope you all had an educational experience today, because I was fired up from this one. And I hope that I have reached this dear friend. Have a great day.